Hi, everyone. So join me in taking a deep breath. Place your hands over the center of your chest and press down twice. That's CPR. Now, if you hesitated, even on yourself, think about what that hesitation could mean in real life. Across the US and Europe, women are 14% less likely than men to receive bystander CPR. In the UK, only 67% of women receive CPR compared to the 76% of men, and nearly 1 in 4 people admitted that they would feel uneasy making contact with a woman's chest. But that hesitation I was talking about earlier comes from how we train. Fortunately, this fix is simple: more female CPR mannequins. Now, not just the flat-chested ones that we've all seen, but the ones with realistic female anatomy. Because if you only practice on male bodies, you hesitate when the person in front of you is female. And this hesitation is what's costing lives. Thankfully, this change is already being seen. Companies like Preston now produce more CPR female mannequins and breast overlay attachments. Ultimately, by transforming this training culture, we can make rescuing women as second nature as rescuing anyone else. As someone training to be an EMT, I think a lot about confidence in emergencies. Learning from those who are far more experienced than I am in this field, CPR calls are a different experience for many. However, one thing remains for sure. In those moments, there is no time to debate whether your hands are in the right place. In fact, my mentor, Dr. Lauren Post, told me something that stuck. Resilience and confidence come from repetition. You don't freeze when you've trained for all the possibilities. You act. But when our mannequins look the same, we're only training for half of the possibilities. Therefore, training on female mannequins takes away that mystery. It normalizes what saving a woman looks like, and it builds that muscle memory that keeps you moving when these seconds matter. But let's zoom out for a second. Women have historically been underrepresented in healthcare studies. In fact, many medical researchers on heart disease conducted almost exclusively all their studies on male participants. Another study found that women were significantly overlooked in cardiovascular trials, even though heart disease is the leading cause of death for women in the United States. CPR is just one part of this puzzle, but it's an important one. Dr. Post also reminded me that in the field, CPR is all hands on deck. But that instinct does not come from nowhere. It comes from how we train. If we want equality in survival, we must have equality in practice. As such, this simple design change of a female mannequin could give a woman a fair shot at survival. So, here's my CPR card. Where's yours? The minute you have this in your pocket, you're on the team. And remember, a woman's life depends on that. Thank you.